Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I don't expect anybody's here yet, but if you come in, thank you, and let's get video 16 started. This is called Sweet Video 16. We ended up last time talking about breathing, being creative, and being happy. Breathing, happy, and creative. I spent a few days thinking about that, and I think that's what's going to take us into video 16 here. And it's an exciting time to be alive, and actually the more every day that passes, you may notice that the atmosphere or the thoughts seem to be opening this year more than they would otherwise be. And so you're here. Thank you very much for being here, and I really appreciate all that you do in your life, because we don't know how much we depend on each other. We really do. And so I want to thank you very much for all that you do in your life. Just breathing is a gift to all people. We all share the same air, and apparently there's an aspect of each person's exhale that adds something. It makes sense. I don't know the details, but I really believe in that. So you and I are going to make this a really great video. I guess what all people would like, as Reverend Moon says, the purpose of life is joy, and all people spend their lives looking for happiness. And the quest of life is to discover how to embody happiness all the time. So that's what 2019 is, I believe. So let's breathe. Okay, right now we're 2 minutes and 26 seconds into the video. We're just going to spend a minute and breathe. I'm just going to share with you what my job is. Your job has to come to you, and of course it will, and it already has. That's why you're living the way you are. And that is to really fix the world, to make it so no people are suffering. No one is uncomfortable. No one is, if we're going to use money, no one is lacking money, and no one is hungry or sick or afraid or insecure. So my goal in my life is to create a world of happiness and joy and comfort and security and happiness. And so that's why I'm here, is to share that, because if one person, or wherever it can come from, if somebody has an idea that can help others fulfill, like maybe someone will come to this video and say, you know what, I had an idea about that, or I think I'll try that, or that's something I wanted to do, and now I know I'm not alone doing it. Now, actually, there's 8 billion people with we all want the same thing. That's very good news, actually. That's why it makes me happy, is to realize that all people have the exact same needs. We're born as babies and we are identical. We are all identical twins. Okay? The purpose of looking different, as we talked about in the last video, the only purpose of looking different, being different colors and shapes and sizes and textures and flavors and smells and so forth, is so that their love is infinite. Because as we mix, it always creates more, and it's an ever expanding a number of variations that love takes. So otherwise, we're just all identical twins. And apparently there's 12 character types, right? Isn't that right? Yeah, I definitely believe in that. And what other things are different about people? So essentially, from the skin in, we're all identical. But the character, the spirit, we all have our unique spirit. So I'm going to start talking about a few logistics, and that'll remind me of a few things I wanted to share. Um, Today I'm so excited. I think it was last night. Was it? No, it was this morning. I think. Was it yesterday? Anyway, the enlightenment here that's lifting me up, and I'm really motivated now, is that a few days ago I watched a video, which got this thought and feeling started this morning. Let's say. And what was this morning? It's actually. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's. Oh, it's the 29th already. Oh, so tomorrow's the 30th. Okay. It's still Friday night here, March 29th at 11:42 p.m. in Los Angeles. So let's say this morning, or anyway, a couple of days ago, Kim, the director or the appointed leader of the World Holding Trust, which controls the wealth of the earth now, and they're just slowly shutting out all the mafia side mafia leaks, so it can be directed toward the goodness and comfort of mankind. It was interviewed by Thomas Williams on the Truth, Honor, and Integrity show. He has a Thursday night broadcast on Spreaker called the Truth, Honor, and Integrity Show, and he interviews her with questions and so forth. And she's saying there is absolutely no reason today that someone can't do anything they want. In other words, the People's Club in the United States, all but 5 countries in the whole world are ready to be funded. I mean, will be funded by the trust, the Man of World Holding Trust, as soon as all the obstacles are overcome, and it's just a matter of time because they're quickly coming to the last one, their last effort, because they are diminishing every time they try something different. That gets completely blocked off. So, and it's getting to they just have nothing left to do to prevent good people from receiving money. So, and she was saying there's absolutely no reason that anybody can't do anything. So it just came to me, if I just make a proposal, I'll find a grant writer, someone who knows how to write grants, because I don't know about all that stuff, but someone that does, and we can pay them well. And she says you can pay anybody and everybody $30 an hour. Pay them well. I mean, this money is not, this is, what they're doing is they're taking all the world's wealth and they're splitting it in half. Half goes to the government, half goes to the people for whatever projects they want. And so you can pay people as much as you want. Of course, you know, the trust has to decide who gets the project. So they have to believe in you and believe that it's honest. And of course, they're going to know, they're going to find out just by looking at your history, essentially. So, right. So nobody has to struggle. There's plenty of money to pay people above a living wage. Everybody. We don't need minimum wage anymore. These are for the projects. So I'm going to make, so the ideas that came to me this morning, so it was yesterday, because last night I was thinking about, okay, I'll because I made an appointment with a realtor today. He said, well, you have to have proof of the funding first. So we're going to take care of that. But this morning I woke up thinking, well, gee, we'll just get like a baseball stadium or whatever, a stadium or an arena or something like that. Bring all the homeless people in, and then have, build it up. But then I was thinking it would be better to get just like 1,000-unit apartment complexes all over everywhere until there's enough, and then bring in the people, have everybody gets their own room, and then have somehow near a commercial building where they can have all their food and medical, shaving, all the cleanup, clothing, anything, and maybe just buy all those stores. But it would probably be better to bring all those in, because anyway, so the whole point of this, sharing this, is because we can stop the homeless problem. A friend of mine a long time ago, about 15 years ago, said he had a friend that actually went to Seattle or Tacoma or somewhere, and then he did that for a town. He used to go out at night and pick people up, and then the city He did that on his own accord, and then the next county over or something, hired him to be on the board. I don't know. Hopefully, it's been increasing, and it's very severe there because if in the winter time it's extremely cold. So anyway, yeah, so we can fix the problems, and so it's called the People's Club. If you write a proposal, uh, a real business proposal, whether it's a nonprofit or whoever it is, you as a person, you just ask for your name. Anyway, it's a very simple form, and then submit the documents, the proposal, and they look at it, then they will fund it. And that means, you can ask them for $5 billion, $10 billion, whatever you want, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably start a lot smaller, of course, but maybe 50 million or something, even just to start, in order to buy the properties, hire all the people, and bring the people off the street, and it'll be, it'll be beautiful, and then we'll expand the system to all the other cities, and then I was thinking also we could do, buy vacant land and have people come in. I just saw a video about people that build modular living units, and they have all the conveniences of a beautiful home, and then just have them all delivered and put together. It takes like 7 days. Now, if they do that on a mass scale, they can do many of them, and quickly. And then we could make it to our specifications, and actually we could maybe make it in a very beautiful country environment, or maybe have one in the city, and then have some in the country in outlying areas. That would be very beautiful, and it'd be like more of a farming community if people want to live on the farm, or if some people want to live in the city. So it's very exciting now that the People's Club and the Mana World Holding Trust will supply the People's Club with funding in whatever country. I want to do it with other countries, and I have friends in other countries that will do that too. And you obviously will pay yourself for the time that you spend, and pay yourself well. So for me, I collect Social Security, and I get $682 a month, and that doesn't go very far. But sending it to other countries, it goes a long ways. I can send a person $20 in the Philippines, and it's like 100 to them or more. Like I said in the diary, or in the journal I was reading, I can make more in one day doing my construction work than people in the Philippines make in 1 month. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. So that means the leverage of the money that we have here is huge if we send it over into other countries. So that's why I do it. Just happen to make friends. I just friended all the beautiful women I could to, you know, that's, do what I like to do with my life, if it's not against the law. How many laws are there? How many laws do we really need? 10,000? A million? I mean, I'm sure there's over a million. I don't know how many there are in the world. So let's take it down to one. And it says, do no harm. Oh yeah, there you go. Do no harm. End of story. Oh, we just fixed the whole judicial system. Okay, so what else? Infrastructure. I'm just recording ideas here, actually. So when we get the money, then what I want to do, here's what I want to do, and I think it would be a great way to start for any city, for all cities. Anybody watching this, do it for your city, and we'll work together, or you can do it on your own, whatever. But I want to get it out there, so people will do the same thing, and it'll expand as quickly as possible. Is I want to buy a big, beautiful house, and then live in it, and have any number of staff that want to live there, or people that come in from out of town to see what we're doing, whatever. We'll have a beautiful place for them to stay and to observe what we're doing, and then buy hotels or apartment buildings, probably, because they seem to pack together the best, and put and make it extremely beautiful. Make it beautiful, and make it high end. In other words, at a high level, a high standard of service for each person. Like everyone has private help if they need it, like with their medical needs, or people coming in every single day, hire enough nurses, and there's no limit to the money, so there's no limit to the service. So we'll have maybe for each, let's say it's a, I don't know how they go, 204.99 or so, 299. Let's say it's a 99 unit apartment and we have 100 of them. That's 10,000. I think there's 50,000 or more people homeless in just in Los Angeles. But let's say we have 1,000 homeless people and we have 50 locations. But it doesn't have to be obviously one building. We just, whatever way we can do it. Then we'll set up commercial buildings close by so they can eat there. They can, and we'll somehow maybe make underground tunnels or whatever we need to do. We'll hire Elon Musk and his Boring Company. Sorry. Anyway, and everyone, if in the wintertime or raining or whatever, then it will be a very beautiful community. People will really enjoy living there. It will be exciting. It will be fun. We'll have sports. We'll install all kinds of ways to make sports. We'll have an arena, or maybe we'll have competitive sports if people want to. I'm not into sports, but probably a lot of people would like to be a sports hero. And we get 1,000 people together. There's enough for a baseball team or basketball or whatever, football, whatever. Anyway, or just make things that people need. This is what I'm more concerned about, is maybe we could make a place where anybody can work that they want, and we can make Morin generators. That's the new generator. I don't even know if Gerard Morin is still alive. It's been over 4 months since his last video, and he was doing business with Israel. And I'll bet, and anyway, God, I almost said something I shouldn't say. But anyway, he has got an incredible, beautiful, and amazing new source of electricity. And it can be applied to anything and everything. It's got 10 times the torque. You don't need to charge it. It doesn't burn anything. Yeah. And he already proved it. Oh, it's on. He's got hundreds of videos, and it's all there for anybody to do. And a lot of people have been experimenting and making their own. Anyway, so we can have different ways that people can produce things that are needed so desperately around the world, like electronic devices or motor scooters, or they have new electric helicopters that fly themselves. You don't have to be a pilot. I just saw that video today. What's that one called? I forget. Anyway, how many minutes are we? Oh, it's 17 minutes already. So it is exciting. And we don't need to be nailed into a job that may not be the most important thing that God and humanity need at this time for us to be doing. If we can cure the ills of humanity this year, it would be better to do nothing than to support a system that is not constructive. So anyway, no matter what else is going on, if we do something constructive, the world will become constructive. And I got the feeling everybody's going to enjoy this a lot. It'll be a real clear, what was I doing before? I don't even remember. Let's do this. That's all we need, is for people to feel that. So anyway, thanks for being here. I don't know if I'll end the video here, but necessarily. But what else has really been on my mind? It's been several, like 4 or 5 days, I think, since I made video 15. And we were talking about breathing, happy, and creative. And somehow that word creative, breathing is pretty clear. Keep breathing and make sure that the breathing, the happiness, and the creativity are combined. It's kind of like a very important trio there. But the creativity is a way of thinking, because as children, it's not necessarily the thoughts. It's the way, it's the intention, it's the direction, I guess, our spirit is moving when we think. And in one way, it's creative. Our thoughts are creative. And they need to be creative. And spending 12, 13 years sitting in a chair listening to somebody else, I want gulp. I kind of talked myself out of talking, didn't I? So, if that's true, if we don't want to be sitting in a chair listening to somebody, that means that none of you should be listening to me. So, okay, I guess it depends on what we're learning. And as children, I think it's just too young to be sitting in a chair at age 5. Yeah, we need to stay at home with our parents and our brothers and sisters and our friends, not learning how to be obedient to people that we don't respect. That's a losing, that's not a creative event. Okay, the whole system was rigged, as David Robert Steele says, and apparently David Robert Steele is now trying to attack Kevin Annett. So that kind of puts his colors on, and that kind of crossed him off the list, working for God knows who, the Black Pope. Black, not a color, but I mean, that's what they call him, the Black Pope. And anyway, so, yeah. So this is purely entertainment. Let's leave it at that. That's it. Because when I finished with school, I wanted to come home and watch TV. and 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 tonight, you know what happened? Tonight I remembered a show that stuck within my mind and all through my life. I mean, I'm 65 now. I saw this show when I was probably 13 or 10 or I don't know what. And it was about, was it Donna Reed? No, it wasn't Donna Reed. Was it the Beverly Hillbillies? My friend was just talking to me about the Beverly Hillbillies. And, oh, no, it was I Dream of Jeannie. Oh my God, one of my friends named Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. And another one of my friends is named Daisy, like that song, Daisy, Daisy. One of those songs you sing all your life. So anyway, in I Dream of Jeannie, and whatever his name is, the Genie's master, was on doing a project called Wackerbath City. I think was that the right show? Anyway, so I just remembered that, and now here I am, ready to build a city. And when I met Reverend Moon, they called that the Creative Community Project. It's a project, and they also called it the Ideal City Project. So now it seems like we're really about to build the ideal city. So I thank Reverend Moon and Dr. and Oni Durst for bringing in, and Elizabeth Morrison for bringing me into that, and also Ron Prost. Thanks, Ron. Ron's in Spirit World. So yeah, so we're building the ideal city here. It's really exciting. So what else would I like to share with you guys? Something happy, something comfortable, something good news, something encouraging. I'm just really excited because I really believe all this stuff is happening right now. And so Kim, who actually they send money to countries and then they see who steals it before it goes to the projects. Like the money for the East Coast of North Carolina, I'm supposed to go over there and help somebody fix up their house from the storm damage. That hasn't happened because someone stole the money. The Manna World Holding Trust actually has been funding the operation of the government for over a year, and they sent money to be used for the storm relief, and it was all stolen. So I'm not sure if they got it back. I think they did, but they have to figure out ways to get, because when the evil people get the money, it's very damaging because they are really, this is how they make the democratic efforts, or whatever your political view is, keep it. It's the best one for you. But anyway, so that's what the Manna World Holding Trust is, and Kim is the director, and she's saying you can do whatever you want. So have an idea to do anything you want to help the world, feed the hungry, save the sick, protect us from storms. Spend any amount of money you need to do it, because humanity and the earth really need help. and no one should be doing anything else at the moment because it's desperate. I mean, my friends' families are dying young every month. It's like, and this is just one person's family. So it's tragic. It's desperate. We have a desperate need for people to help humanity out. And the People's Club for the United States is for the United States, so I can't help my friends with that money. But as soon as I get paid a decent wage, then I'll send them that much more. Social Security doesn't pay me a decent wage. So, I mean, it's definitely a decent wage for the Philippines or Africa, or Liberia or Madagascar, where I have friends, and probably all the other countries there. You can easily live on $682 a month, for sure. And the Philippines, you definitely can too. That's about 10 times more than they have, literally. Uh, so, so, yeah, if you have something inside of wants to do this, just let me know. I got a YouTube channel, and this is going to go up on Facebook. It took me a few days last time. It was video 5 I did on YouTube and then uploaded it to Facebook, but it took me like a week or two to figure out how to do it, or to run across the little button that says upload to Facebook. Anyway, so what else? So that's the updates. Yeah, that's what we're working on. And next time on video 17, we're going to talk about the grant writing I got done and hopefully submitted, and more details. And I can refer you to the same grant writer if you want, and do projects in your city, wherever you are, or do them in LA, do them here. Help me do another one just like it here, whatever you think is, whatever you dream of doing. I think you can get the funding to do it. Yeah, things have turned around. This is not a bank loan. This is a grant. They give it to you because humanity has a huge need, and one person, one organization, the Man of World Holding Trust, can't do it without millions of people helping. So that's why we're here. So see you on video 17. Thanks for being here. See, how long are we? 27:20. And yeah, have a great, fantastic day, and I hope you're okay wherever you're watching from. I pray that you have enough food to eat today, and I pray that you can be comfortable somehow, that you can have a comfortable place to sleep and a roof that works, which I know some of my friends don't have that. So yeah, help is on the way. I'm living for you. That's the whole purpose of my life. Matter of fact, the whole purpose of doing this, as an aside before we finish the video here, is that because all the people suffering are there. There's so many people out there. We are doing this for them. So we have every good reason on earth to succeed. And now that 2019 is the year of God's year, and the year of the good, then we'll have victory this year. Take care. Ian Stern. That's us.